Innovative.
I'm gonna translate this whole episode for y'all.
Just one. Stop playing with me.
Nomás uno. No estás jugando con ella.
I don't want to touch all of them. Because I don't want to touch all of them.
No quiero tocar todos.
And the one I want is connected to a purple one.
Y el único que quiero está conectado al morado.
What?
¿Qué? I'm translating everything you're saying.
¿Cómo se dice? Sí.
That's funny.
Sorry.
I have my statistic ready for y'all.
Tengo mis statisticos listo para usted.
Telemundo, 5 deuce. You're like 5 deuce.
I can't.
What was channel 34?
No puedo.
That was Univision. He was like 34 Univision.
Why?
Yeah, it's Telemundo, 5 deuce. Like 5 deuce.
Why are y'all like that?
Brought to you by Clorox Bleach. They say like certain words in English.
On those channels.
Yeah, I would
They
watch
used to
that.
have the car ads and shit.
Mm-hmm. With the bomb ass, Hey, we know, nigga. Nigga, we like women, nigga. I've seen them all. I used to watch Caliente, nigga, every Saturday. Mm-hmm. I'd watch Soul Train and Caliente. Like, it was literally in Caliente, the nigga. I remember somebody telling me niggas got in a fight in jail because somebody was trying to turn from Caliente. And like they was trying to turn the Soul Train.
In jail, that's a valid reason.
It was like niggas down there started a fucking riot over the Caliente girl.
What year was this?
Like late 90s, like early 2000s.
What was the first time you was locked up, Tony?
Like 2000.
Oh, okay.
I was 90.
I was gonna say 99.
I was waiting.
No, I was like, it was like 2000. No,
That's when you got locked up?
No, it was actually,
the first time.
It was like
that was the first time you got locked up?
No, it was 2001.
What would you get arrested for?
The first time was, are we recording?
No.
I'm like, nigga, this should turn to a Vlad TV interview, nigga. Like,
it's behind the scenes.
Well, I was just asking because.
No, the first time was like 01. It was like literally maybe like 4 or 5 months before 9/11 happened.
Bruh.
And that was the first time.
I was 7.
Yeah, I had just turned 18. I was like 18. No. I was like.
Does math in head. What the fuck?
No, yeah, I was just turning 20. I was like 20. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Just turned 20.
He's a grown man.
I'm Coolazzcam, the coolest motherfucker on the planet. And today I'm here with the homies and we want to talk some shit and laugh.
Hey.
I was 7.
Make sure you tap in with our
She's
website,
just
www.theinnovativeculture.com. And while you at it, follow us on Instagram at innovative.culture and subscribe to our YouTube at youtube.com/innovativeculture. Y'all see, I got that shit down.
Well, you already know the vibe. It's your favorite high. It's the China White in the building. The purest, the dopest. You already know where to find me. Find me on Instagram at the China White. I was 7.
Don't ask when.
How old were you, 20? Okay, I'm sorry.
I was grown.
I'm sorry. Okay, we can go.
What's up? It's Tony Grams. Follow me on IG at Tony Grams, TONY_GRAMS. Follow my backup page at Tony Grams Comedy. And shit, we here today, about to turn up, have some fun, talk about some stuff.
Oh, and that's it?
That's it.
Hey, man.
Well, who we got? We got a special guest today.
I better get one of those because I'm like,
we got a special guest today. DJ Sock. DJ Sock joining us today, man. Thank you so much for joining us, DJ Sock.
Well, thank you, Korean Black. I appreciate the
I got
introduction
you
like that. You know what I mean? Go ahead and follow your boy at I am DJ Punch, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, the host Shabam Boo Baby. Follow the podcast co-hosted by my boy Coolazzcam at the FMAD Podcast. And while you at it, I know he said it before, but I'm gonna say it again. Follow Innovative Culture at innovative.culture. Appreciate y'all.
Yeah, we about to. What is that, Cam? We're about to laugh and talk some shit.
And I ain't gonna lie, when you said 7, I thought you was talking about that was the first time you got arrested. I was about to say, God damn, China over here doing.
Look, until they make being amazing illegal.
What was the first illegal thing you've ever done? Like legit illegal thing?
What do you mean though? Like legit?
Like me being a child.
Like I would go to jail for it,
no. Like the
being
first
a child.
I would steal things from the grocery store when I was a kid.
Yeah, absolutely.
But like candy, like a motherfucker. Remember, you used to be able to walk up like beans and be able to scoop the candy. Like I used to
that's
scoop the
what
fuck
you-
out of that and put it in my pockets and like eat all that candy
Yeah.
at the crib. I
Yeah,
used to line the
same.
pockets up with red
It definitely
vines.
started with food.
Line if I.
It definitely started with food for sure.
Man.
I'm always stealing food. I remember I was working at a grocery store, and I was 16. It was my first job ever. And they had these little caramel. It was like in Oklahoma, so it was like our grocery stores were country as fuck. But they would have, like how you said, not the beans though, but it was like little things of caramel.
The individually wrapped.
Yes, the individually wrapped like squares of caramel. Man, I would do exactly what you said. Take a whole bunch of those and just be smacking on them all throughout my shift.
Smack.
And then after I lost that job, I
Still ain't
definitely-
too many caramels. What the fuck?
I actually just ended up quitting it basically, but because I ended up becoming a booster. Don't tell my parents.
Big booster.
A booster, big
Yeah.
booster. God damn, you was Jody. You was an Oklahoma
Yeah.
Jody.
You out there with one dress
But
on
I
your
was
finger?
doing kids' clothes.
Was you out there with a finger with your
Oh,
dress on the finger?
see, look how she pulled
Yeah.
on the heartstrings.
Did you have a hanger? Did you have a hanger, or were you just
I
out there
just
with
had
one
my
dress?
prayers.
You used to just pull up and just pull
Yeah.
clothes out and shit.
People don't look at me and be like, "Oh, she's about
She's
to
a
steal
thief.
something."
I'm talking about when
She'll
you would
steal your
them.
heart.
No, I mean when you would sell them, not steal them, motherfucker.
Oh, selling them? Well, no. So I would have I would just go word of mouth and I would tell people. And they'll be like, "Oh, my kids wear this size. Can you do this size?" And I would also do it for like, not just money. Like I would like this one guy. He fixed my tires, and I got him some
Bartering.
school clothes. You
He's
feel
over
me?
here bartering
Like
and
some,
shit.
like
Hell
some,
yeah.
like some, like some selling trade type shit. Like
But
back in the olden
bartering.
days.
That's exactly what
That's
bartering is.
Oh,
The
Hell
barter
yeah.
system.
yeah. Basically. So it worked out. You feel me? I'm scary as fuck now though.
I used to work at Walmart.
I can't.
And when I tell you, if you know anybody that worked at Walmart, you got to worry about the motherfuckers that work at Walmart more than the customers stealing
Damn.
shit.
I
'Cause,
bet.
Bro, there was motherfuckers used to pull out that bitch with whole ass big screen ass TV.
Yep.
Not give a fuck.
Yep.
Like as soon as that night shift hit, bro, go out there like I'm gonna take out the trash real quick. Homie pull up in the car, go ahead
Heard a
slide
few
that bitch in
stories.
the car. Hell yeah.
We got
Yep.
a new flat screen.
New flat screen iPhones used to come out. You already know who to go to. Not me though. I don't wanna go. I was doing fast shit. I was stealing like sandwiches and shit because I worked in the food
Right.
section.
Still with Haagen-Dazs.
Yeah, I used to open shit and be like, "Oh, it's open. I gotta do something with it."
Guess we have to toss it.
Yeah, fuck it. I'm gonna eat it. On that type of shit. Where the fuck you used to work at, Tony?
Call center, Taco Bell, construction,
Wow, Taco Bell.
doing cement, tile, fucking carpeting. Like I've done a lot of shit. Like for real.
He said I'm just all around.
Like honest, I didn't have like a lot of like inventory.
You ever been a pimp?
Part time. We covered that.
We did.
Yeah, it was like I was like
On accident?
It was like a
Wasn't no
halfway.
fucking pimp.
I didn't say I was. I said it was like some part time.
Cam used to manage strippers.
Yeah, it was like they asked me. It's like it's a difference when you think you're a pimp.
He said I dropped
Or
them
when
off.
a girl like asks you to like watch them.
Hold on.
Yeah.
What? Can I? What? I wanna. What?
I'm not the topic right now.
Yes, you are.
We need to go back
Yes,
to what we were
no,
talking about with Tony.
I don't even hear a word. Tony said, "What?"
We talked about it on the show before. That's like old.
I wasn't
old-ass
here.
Episode.
What? Precious old innocent
I gotta
Kim.
go back and watch the episodes for that.
Yeah, you see.
Check out the
You gotta
FMAT
take-
podcast.
What
Tap in.
episode? Oh, it's on
Coolazzcam and DJ
FMAT.
Punch.
FMAT.
We did something on this. We was talking about it on
What?
Innovative
Cam,
Comedy.
you're too. I can't.
I couldn't do.
I can't.
Would you think you could be a pimp?
I do though.
Like a madame, like a legit
Hell
madame?
yeah.
I'm a damn.
I ain't got it in
Me
me.
and my friends. I gotta.
Anybody
ask
can with
anybody I
the
talk to. I got a
proper
mouthpiece.
guidance.
Huh?
See?
Anybody can with the proper
I
guidance.
don't like that type of talk.
Hey.
That's the problem. Like you start
That's
talking
what
to me like that, I'm
It's
like,
in
you
you.
trying to game?
It's in you.
That's
It's
what
not
I'm
on
saying.
you.
I got that mouthpiece. That mouthpiece too.
It's in you. It's not on you.
I know exactly what to say to
Start
a
talking
woman
like
to make her
pimp talk.
feel comfortable. You feel me? So
I
yeah,
think I would be
thought
a
about
pimp
it,
that
but-
needed a madame.
It's just.
I wouldn't have a bottom
Why y'all
bitch, I
keep
would have a
saying
madame.
First of all, it's
woman.
madam.
Madam.
Whatever the fuck it is.
I call it a
the
madam.
madam of the house. Who's the, like, they don't y'all
But
madam
I'm
like y'all came from Gay Paris.
Hey, homie,
Y'all
I
niggas came
done
from
seen the
Gay
movies,
Paris.
bro. That's how they got him in the movies.
Hey, like we from Gay Paris. Where is the madam of the house?
That's how they got him in the
I
movies.
said it like that,
That's funny.
but yeah, I
Hey.
think I could. I think I could.
You got to keep you like a little deuce in the garter. You got to keep like a
Right,
little,
whatever it need be, but I
You
think I
gotta
really
have a little.
could.
You got to go hard.
People respect me like already, so you know what I mean. And I guess because I'm
But are they scared of you?
a stature.
But are they scared of you?
Probably not who I am now, but if I had to get to that point, then
my
yes, because I can be.
Oh shit. Oh,
Tell
shit.
you.
Yeah, I'm always going to try to go
Nigga,
live.
I thought you was
time.
already locked in. I thought
You
you
gotta
was on
turn it
with
down though.
I keep looking up at this nigga. I'm like
Or
trying to give him
Cam
the signal.
turns his down.
I
Somebody, something.
got you. We locked in.
Some.
Madame.
But yeah. But I could never be a fucking prostitute. That's for damn sure. You
Turn
could kiss
mine
my
down.
ass.
I used to think about starting like a union for
What
prostitutes.
about an escort? Where you ain't doing
that's
nothing,
a
you just
step
going on
above.
dates. You going
Nah,
on
you-
you going on
they be
boat
fucking
trips
too, though.
Sometimes, of course, but I mean, there's ones that be like, I'm just going on a boat trip to some guy's business party, or we're going to like your company party, or your class reunion, and it's just you getting like $2,500 or something just to go.
I don't know,
damn.
because I feel like they would still try
Try
it.
that. I mean, like you in public
Of course
the whole
they
time,
gonna try, but
but
still
you
they
in
gonna
public
try
the
it.
whole time though.
He trying. He
gotta
paying you
think
$2,500. He
you
gonna
ain't
try.
in
it.
a room with the nigga.
But you have to
getting
already
paid
expect that.
to be out with this nigga.
But it's up
somewhere.
to you.
No, you shouldn't already expect it. If there's no conversation, you shouldn't assume that you finna fuck. And then we could have the conversation, and I'm gonna tell you.
But isn't that what an
nah.
escort is?
No,
Not
escort.
necessarily.
Escort can have sex
Escorting
with you,
you,
but
like
there's
what you said.
escorts that you can like get and just take to like you got to go to a business party, a Christmas party, and you want to look like that's your
Would you
That's
girl
take an
or your
escort?
date.
Would you take an escort?
Nah, it's like why? It's like meet a chick and talk to her, and that's who you gonna take. I mean, that's like you. If you got to go get an escort, that mean all the chicks you really talk to in your real life, you think aren't like on a
Good
level
enough.
to yeah. So
Yeah.
why are you even talking to them? That's like stupid.
Damn.
So,
Okay, that was a good point too. Yeah, that was a good point.
I mean, it's not like I have nothing. I didn't dated strippers. I've never dated a prostitute or nothing. like, but
Done
I,
dated-
You
yeah,
dated
like.
strippers? How was that?
And it was. I thought it was gonna be weird at first.
Strippers.
It was actually normal. It was like cool. It wasn't no weird. Like I've had like relationships with just a normal
What they used to come
whatever
home
air
smelling
quote.
like?
Like
Please.
honestly, just sweaty, just working from like if they real shit. If a bitch really know what she doing on a pole and she getting money because she really know how to dance and strip and she like working a few hours, she gonna be like nigga sweaty as a motherfucker, but she
whole
gonna come
ass
home
workout.
with a like $500 every other night. Like
So it's
shit.
$500. That's like
That
the-
was like a normal like on a Tuesday, like real shit. Like and that's just like I thought it was gonna be some like oh like this gonna be weird. It really wasn't. I've had normal relationships, normal air quotes with just regular women.
that were weird.
Not even
as
saying
fuck.
that they're weird as fuck. And then it's more like you got to be like what the fuck, or just opposed to the stripper girl that most people would have probably thought, oh, she gonna be a hoe, and she was a normal ass, cool ass like chick, like really like. And at the most, you
how
just
you know
gonna
she
have.
wasn't in the back giving hand jobs?
I mean, hey, how do you know your regular girl ain't doing that every day? So that's just
Jesus
you
Christ.
see what I'm saying? You got to put that trust in the motherfucker. But I just know it would make shit better when she'd come home from work and she'd be like horny as fuck because she been dancing, wilding out all night, and then so already even if you smashing, it's making it more.
So what happens that one night when she don't give you no pussy? Are you sitting in the bed going,
That honestly never happened.
you fucked something else?
It would be
If
like
it would've,
it'd
but
be
wouldn't
like
you
days,
thought about that?
It'd
If
be
you-
days where she hit me like, "Hey, like I'm about to go to work. Like, can I come over and get some dick before I go to work?" Like, literally, she'd come over in her outfit. So like she come over dressed like Sailor Moon and shit, like walking down my driveway like purple, like, and I'm like nigga, like my neighbors in the window, like the fuck, little ass skirt, big ass heels on, and she just walking down the driveway and
clacking away?
Yeah,
Clack,
we in there, and then
Not clack.
and then I drop
the
her off.
fucking-
I drop her off at the. I drop her off at the club.
Clacking.
Nah, her heels.
I drop her off at the club, and shit would be like.
She
shit.
showed up for a ride.
Nigga, shit, either way, I got my ride, nigga. She got her ride. One or the other, nah, but it was that shit was normal.
Who used to drop her off? A customer?
Nah, she take real shit.
I'm
even
saying,
that,
man, this is the
even
type of
that,
shit you
she
gotta
would-
worry about.
She would take. Oh, that's what I'm saying. It was the shit you would think you'd have to worry about. I never had. And like that year we talked, it was like, and it was just like whatever. She motherfucker take Ubers.
So it
and-
wasn't never a time where she
That where
got
shit-
mad at you to where a customer brought her home.
Nah. And it wasn't even like she still had her place. I had my spot, so we would just like meet up, and she'd be like, and this is when we needed weed cards to get weed. When you had to go to the shop, and you had to have she didn't have a card, so she'd like hit me up like, oh, you want to smoke? And it was like I'd shoot to the shop. She'd be like, oh, I'm about to go into work. It was some normal like we just hanging out like type shit. What?
You would smoke her out?
Y'all are funny.
She would smoke me out. She would buy the fucking literally. It was
$500
like
a night?
she would be like here, go to the shop and get something. I'd be like, so I'm gonna put something with it, but she'd give me like,
Imagine if you was fucking with her when Cash App and shit was around.
man,
God damn.
glorious.
You know how
What
easy
you
that
mean
shit
was
is?
around? It is around.
No, it wasn't
Well,
around
it wasn't
back
around.
when he was
Oh, I
talking
see
Yeah,
what
about
you're
it.
saying.
this was like 20, maybe 15, 16.
I thought you was going to say 20 years ago. I was like, God.
Hell no.
I wasn't gonna say anything.
I was going to say, what
Yes, you
20
was.
what did stripper smell like 20 years ago? That's what I was
Damn. Old Spice.
Old Spice.
So,
Oh, shit.
so you dated a stripper. Would you? How you guys feel about like online dating? Y'all into
I've done that
shit?
too. Well,
Have
not
you?
like I've never
Like
seen
the
that shit.
online
weird.
thing.
It was
that's-
on,
Like we talked
it was
for
on
a little
Christian
bit.
Mingle.
Wilson. It was just off of Facebook.
I
just meeting
come
off
from the
of Facebook.
age of having to get at a chick and like face to face and like get the number on a piece of paper and shit like that. So like that whole online
your
shit,
hand.
that whole online shit a little weird where it'd be like, damn, I don't even know what the fuck to say.
Yeah, it was just, that shit was just more like on some. It wasn't an app. It was just we met on some Facebook shit. And just followed. I was like, my music was on YouTube. Or started as like
You
a
do
podcast.
music?
I used to, and a podcaster he would play my shit.
Play Tony's shit.
And she was a fan of the show. She would watch the show, and then she was like, we would like crack jokes here and there in this Facebook group. And then he played one of my songs one day and put my the banner up on live when you used to be able to play music on YouTube. And she was like, she hit me like, nigga, you rap? Like we had been talking, maybe not even talking like on those. We was just cool with each other for like 4 or 5 months. And she was just like, nigga, I didn't even know you rap. So I was like, you pretty good. So we just kept talking, but that it kind of just sparked on. We was in different states. And,
Oh, wow.
And just it was just us being cool and us sitting talking, and she gonna just send in certain pictures, and and then you go from there. Then like, all right, we gonna fly, nigga, meet somewhere, go to Vegas or fly out here, and shit. So, but I've never done no. I just unfriended a nigga. I don't know if he's watching, but I just unfriended a nigga who's been in like a 5-year relationship with a girl in the Philippines.
No, that shit weird.
And I think he don't even realize like that's probably not even
Has
a
he
real
ever
person.
like went and visited
Never.
them? Never seen.
Never.
Yeah, nah.
5
5
years.
and he be making posts, baby, I love you.
No, fuck
You're
all
my.
that.
He be making posts of her, and it's just a picture of her.
Has he been
But it's
locked
her
up?
over
Has he
there.
ever
No,
went
he's-
over there or
no.
anything to try to see
No,
her?
no. And he was married to. So like these are Facebook friends.
Oh,
They
yeah,
were
a real
married.
bitch here.
They got divorced. The wife, she's been with other people, and she's in new relationships. This nigga is posting this picture, different pictures, and then she's like posing, and she's like
In the Philippines.
In the Philippines, and he's like a white dude, like rapper.
He be
He's-
sending her like them boxes, them care package boxes
I
and
swear
shit.
to
He
God.
be like,
And he be like, I love
That's
you.
Almost said
crazy.
so.
It's weird. I wish I still had his page. I unfollowed him, and I've been friends with him on Facebook. I'm sure I'm still friends
It's
on
some
Facebook
weird
with him
shit.
for like 10 years, but I unfollowed him on IG like 2 weeks ago because he made another, and it was just, I'm like, bro, like, and I don't want to see it. I'm not gonna
I
get in the
definitely
comments.
sit there and just unfollow people too.
Yeah.
If I'm scrolling and I see some dumbass shit, I'm like, who the fuck? Why would you?
That
Nigga,
you repeatedly
unfollow.
see.
Yeah, that too.
And it's like,
but
bro,
no, and also
and I think
just
that she's
just
not
by
even
the way
real.
that people take their pictures, I'm dead ass. Like if you're like a fucking weirdo and you do
All
one
close.
of those pictures that's like this, and
Love
it's
into
just
your nose and
up,
shit.
and even if it's just one, I'm like, oh fuck.
I'm good.
The
Like
rest
my
of your
uncle
pictures
that
are
be on
probably like
Facebook.
this. I'm gonna unfollow your ass.
He like this.
Fuck that.
This nigga put on collar shirts to take pictures on Facebook. Put the,
Be outside with like the awkward angle pose. You
Put
know,
the one
like
on the
that.
wall, like you see the
shit
top
weird.
of the house. You can see his face in the back of the top of the house. That's all you see. He just in there like, is this nigga in the back or the front yard? I didn't even know our roof looked like that, nigga.
Yeah.
I've seen old niggas take pictures like that.
That's crazy.
But he
The era.
really was like, and I love you, baby, with these long paragraphs. You're my heart, and I'm like nigga, you've never been in the
That's
same
some
room.
creep shit.
And I really think either he's gotten gamed up and he just don't realize it, and that's not even really.
They just
like he's been catfished for like 4 or 5 years.
So they just put a documentary out on this story. I don't know if y'all ever heard of Manti Te'o, who used to play for Notre Dame, and he was like a big like Heisman Trophy candidate.
with the
and
fake
shit, right?
girlfriend.
He had a girlfriend online. Supposedly he didn't know, but he was going through like the whole like relationship with her online. Had never met her before. Got all the way to the championship game, and supposedly this bitch died.
Mm-hmm.
So he dedicated like a whole game to this bitch
Everybody
and
was
everything.
like,
Everybody's
who?
like, "What the fuck?"
They was like, yeah, Manti Te'o's girlfriend.
They started investigating. Turns out he got catfished. Would never know fucking chick. Like it was a whole other dude. The dude's a tranny now.
Yeah.
They interviewed him recently, but like fucked his whole shit up. He had to keep the storyline going a little bit, and he's like super religious, and he never
And then
like
people
lied
were
like that.
people were trying to spin it like, well, was he really gay?
Yeah.
And in a relationship with dude, and because he's a football player, and he's like Samoan. They were like, a lot of people was like, was they trying to like hide that maybe he really was fucking with this person, and they just created the whole girlfriend. It was a big news story for that was about like 10 years ago. I think he was
just gullible as fuck.
That was at least about 10 years ago.
Yeah,
he seemed like he was a young nigga. NFL. Yeah, I ain't even heard his name.
He was just gullible.
Yeah, he was a young like what did he play for? Notre Dame.
Played for Notre Dame.
Yeah,
and then got drafted like the Chargers.
Wow.
Yeah. Like,
super fucking gullible.
That was a big ass story. Like he just
the times we are living in.
Man, catfish
social
is real.
media.
But so you don't know who out there on the other end of that keyboard.
Marry a bitch you ain't never met.
Sitting in their drawers.
So
talking about you sexy.
So statistically speaking,
China's statistics.
Statistically speaking, 59% of the world's population is using social media today. And the average out of those people, you think so? That's a lot to me. That's more than half, nigga. That's more than that's a majority.
Because you got to take into account the old ass people.
I would think like 72
Tony
or
has
something.
Instagram, so
y'all cold. Y'all cold. Get off me.
But so, on an average, the average person spends 2 hours and 29 minutes a day on social media. Do you think that you outdo that, or you do less than that?
Certain days I'll probably outdo that. Certain days I don't even look at my shit.
I do less than that.
Yeah, I know. It's like certain days I won't even trip.
That's true.
Like certain nights.
Some days I'll miss Instagram. I'm like,
can you let me back in the law?
Oh shit. What's the code word? You're like catfish. Catfish and cornbread.
Social media, except the live, please.
There's times where I delete my Instagram and I just don't fucking use it for like.
Yeah, because I rarely see you like post.
Yeah.
See, I can't do that.
I rarely see him like doing anything like on IG. So
homie in the live said, the internet is the new party line.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the new party line.
Shout out to Solo.
No, I think
Solo.
No, I think Clubhouse is a new party line, and instead of niggas trying to get some
crack
ass,
a bitch off of Clubhouse?
No. Instead of niggas trying to crack a bitch, they trying to act tough and like act like they gonna crack some heads or something. And it's like, but that's literally what the party line. And you go in the chat room. You're right. You can go in a solo conversation with a girl, or you can go in the chat room and like everybody just talking and cracking jokes and trying to get like a girl to go solo in their chat room. That's what the party line has become, with just motherfuckers just wilding out and talking crazy just every day. It's like, to me, that's what the party line, that's the new party line. That fucking chat.
So is party line like something that was a thing?
The phone number.
I never did the party line like
that. Put the number to the party line in the fucking comments.
You've got the Raven. That's how that's how I call when you've got the Raven.
Explain the party line.
The party line was.
Wait, hold on. Let's talk about like what year this came out.
Shit, the party line had been around since probably the 70s. Like like before I was.
So and when did it fade? When was it like?
Like mid 2000, like 05-ish maybe.
Okay,
probably it probably was still around after that.
There's still people.
I was just trying to understand.
I remember I had a roommate when I was like 18, and she was on the party line, and that had to be like 01. Yeah,
I was just trying to understand, like the dynamic.
No,
but okay.
But it was so you call this number, and it has all these options. You've got the Raven. Don't do any hardcore cruising here. That's called. They give you another number to do nasty shit, but they were like, "This is even though you're gonna do your nasty shit, you gonna still whatever." But
they give you another number to do nasty shit.
They'd be like, "Don't do any hardcore action here. That's not what this is for. There's another line for that." That was the voice.
They got a whole other.
He'd be like, "This was just a talk and whatever," and it was free.
Crazy.
And it was free. You call, press 1 for girls, press 2 for guys, press 2 for girls and guys, press 4 if you're bi. It had all these options.
Get linked up with random people,
and girls, niggas would smash, niggas would get bitches, bad bitches.
Oh hell no!
Okay. I gotta like to make an announcement. Coolazzcam is now part of the iPhone game.
All right, Cam.
He's dipping his toe.
I was looking like
for the time being, but you know.
All right.
Yeah, out here.
Cool. You're cool. What? Sorry, I didn't got distracted, y'all. He was a fucking traitor. That's what it is. I understand. Somebody was trying to get me on the iPhone gang the other day. I'm just like, I'm good, dog.
Yeah, I'm an Android nigga.
He's like, still at heart. Still doesn't have a piece from it all the way.
Yeah, but that
like double dutch, you know, you like
but that
one
shit,
foot in, 1 foot out.
He said, I'm living a double life, nigga. But
two phones, Kevin
yeah,
Gates.
you literally would just you call, you press whatever long button you gonna get in and chop it up with a chick. You might get in the chat room and be 4 or 5 other people. She like your voice because you can't see nothing.
Tony used to be killing the party line.
Tony
used to be killing in the party line.
My deep voice had just started, so I was like, I didn't
my
smoke like that.
God.
I didn't smoke like that, so
Solo
it was
said
like
that nigga
smooth. Yeah, you know. So nigga, you get in there and be like, what up? Then you be like, yeah, whatever. Give them your description. You be like, I got like 2 homies over here. They be like, yeah, I'm with my cousin. Where y'all at? And they'd always be in the worst fucking neighborhood that you got to go either. Because sometimes
streets with numbers.
Chicks would catch the bus over or the train, but chicks would come through.
Oh wow, what a days to be alive!
And you'd be like, where you at? You tell them where you at, and you'd be like,
crazy.
all right, me and the homies gonna pick you up.
That is dangerous.
Me and the homies gonna pick you up.
Exactly, because you didn't have a car.
What did that sound like already?
Because you like, it just sound like it's about to go
rape.
down. But they knew it was like you on the party line, and I'm sure I knew people that had babies and
y'all didn't
relationships
even know,
off the party. Nobody, you didn't know nobody.
Somebody mama,
and it was
somebody mama got
somebody
mama got capped off of.
Niggas that shut up
Guaranteed.
houses. Niggas that shut up houses. Niggas got killed because niggas was on there trying to act tough, giving out their address, and niggas shit really
MapQuest that shit real quick.
The
nigga,
shit really
I
happened.
remember MapQuest.
Shit really went down over that shit.
Thomas
Well,
guy.
like near Ask Jeeves, nigga.
Hey, you remember Ask
Jeeves? You can ask Jeeves anything.
Jesus
nigga.
do the homework,
nigga. But this nigga like this, them niggas like you can really you'd pull up and it would be instances where a girl would give you her description. I got big ass titties, I got long hair, I'm light skinned,
I look like Janet Jackson.
Literally give you that whole fake ass Friday shit, and then you get there and you see a chick that looked just like that, but that's not her. She gave you her cousin's description, and then she's like hi, and you be like nigga like. It ain't. It's the total reverse of that
was the original catfish.
That's what I'm saying. It was catfishing on the party line.
And
then I knew some niggas would leave.
You don't know what
chicks.
you're getting until you show up.
Yeah, I knew some niggas would leave chicks like, fuck that bitch is live. Like, you ain't coming back to the bless you. And then there was people that'd be like, fuck it, I'm still smashed. Like,
I'm already here. I done took 2 trains and a bus to get here.
I knew niggas was going out to Yorba Linda and shit from like West LA, like off a shot cracking a chick Saturday 4 a.m. on the party line. Yeah, she said pull up. It's like 6 in the morning. They leave.
And now this is how you exploring fucking all of LA, Orange County.
You like going to cities you ain't
wild.
never been to. That was a different time, but it went down. Like you would get some bad ones. We met we done had a group, about 5 of them come, and they was like, a couple of them actually knew one of the homies, so it was like shit. It was cool. It was like, especially when you ain't thirsty niggas, it's you make it comfortable for chicks. Yeah. So they come over and they be like, all right, these niggas, because girls would come and they'd be like. You know, like, it was the party line. Them girls that went to somebody else's house, and the nigga had probably been all on the thigh, just, so what's up? Yeah. Like, because it was weirdos could act cool, too. You know what I mean?
You ever been the homie riding in the car to that shit? Like, your homeboy made the connection, and you the one riding with him to go?
And the girl like you more than your homie?
No, not even that. Like, damn.
That didn't happen.
That was deep.
That didn't happen.
Well.
That didn't happen. On both ends, like you make the connection, and the girl you talk, the girl I didn't crack, I don't like this nigga more. But then the girl she bought kind of like me more. And and they even say it would be to the point that nigga we'd be about to smash, and then we'd be like smoking, drinking, and the girls would be like, I'm fucking with him. And then the other girls were like, I'm fucking with him. I want to fuck with him too. But it's y'all all about to separate off into you going in the living room, you going in the room.
Pokemon, I choose you.
Yeah, exactly. Like real
the
shit.
original real world.
Like real shit. Like it was to that was how comfortable. I guess, I mean, you got to think when we was young and then old people was talking about nigga Woodstock and hippie free love shit. And they was like, you would just sleep with who you want to and walk. It's like, I guess it's in the same lane of that, but just it gets more technological just over time. So now it's what swipe left. Like you swipe left on a nigga. What's the difference of Plenty of Fish and I knew niggas I was crazy. I ain't never had a POF. I ain't never had a POF. I've never been on POF, but I know niggas that didn't. Every girlfriend they've had was off of Plenty of Fish.
I don't know about
every girl they fucked and every girlfriend they had.
About some girlfriend shit.
Like real shit. Every girlfriend.
My biggest issue is I would have to like you got to explain to somebody like how'd y'all meet and you got
that's
POF.
what I'm
It was
saying.
this
Like
POF
that sounds whack as
website.
fuck.
We were at this club called Puff.
I read her bio.
We were
like,
at Club Puff. Who was that?
I hit her up. She hit me up, and we was like,
she
fuck it.
came home.
First night, we got to fucking, and then,
That
you know, I'm
shit's sick.
been
Well,
here ever
horrible.
since.
Welcome to
Like,
Club Puff, nigga.
That's how that shit happened.
It's on
That
and
shit's
popping.
horrible.
It's on and popping.
It's on and popping.
Think about the people that ain't never got pussy, and then like,
And they know how to work a
and then
computer.
They know how to work POF, and then that's the only type of
And they the
relationship.
man, they a
That's the only type
fucking
of
man.
bitches that they
That
get.
man on there.
And they'll fucking explain to like people and be like, yeah, no, we met on POF.
And that's I knew niggas literally from the time that shit was created. They might have had interactions with girls and they fucked with. They had girls and girlfriends, but the most influx of their women intake was from POF. It wasn't meeting girls at a club, a bowling
can't.
alley, a arcade. You hanging out with the homies.
The only dating app that I've ever downloaded and tried. Okay, no, I tried that one that was Swipe or whatever, but that shit.
Tinder?
I guess so. That shit lasted a day. That shit was dumb as fuck. There was nobody in my city that's even on there that was even
But then,
remotely.
did,
in my
like,
Worthy.
was it real people
That was
too?
very
Because I
worthy.
know it'd be like people that make fake profiles. On
And then it'd be
See,
ads,
I don't
like
know. It
ad
didn't last that
profiles
long
at the
enough.
ad
they'll
Maybe
take
you
somebody
find
else's
out.
pictures and shit.
The
like,
Apple do that, and just to make it look like there's more people on there,
I
desirable
didn't last
people.
that long to find out, but I just thought about that. But my actual one that I actually tried and was like, I want to do this and I want to find somebody on here. It was a poly dating app, and that shit was Ed too. There's not a lot of poly people in this world, or at least not a lot of poly people that know that app because.
so it's only so many people.
So there's not like a
Yeah.
poly app.
You gotta go to like a potty club,
and then at that
and
point,
then,
it's
Poly
like,
and then hope it's not a Samoan one
you
because
would
they be
think
like potty
that
club.
everybody know each other. You feel me? Like since the community.
Yeah,
on
But you would
that
fit
app
in
is
there,
so
too.
small.
fuck, you're retarded, but
But-
yeah,
Korean,
exactly,
Samoan,
Cam.
all that.
It was
all that.
yeah.
All that.
It didn't work out. I hope it works out. So if you guys are poly out there, you know what I'm saying.
Sending these poly waves out.
Send it. I'm looking for a girlfriend
They got a boyfriend.
who's looking for a boyfriend. No.
Mm.
See, I think I want to try it different. You feel me? Like I've always been the chick coming in
The
to
relationship.
yeah.
You want to
already-
be the one that's accepting somebody in?
No, I want
You just wanna
it
judge
to be
people, huh?
me and the girl, and we pick our man.
Oh,
It's more of a level.
that's difficult to find. Like it's 2022. I would think that'd be easy.
You would think so, but bitches really do are kind of basically kind of the same.
You
like,
just need to work the Google a little
they
more.
get upset.
Work the
See,
Google
but
a little
I don't
more.
like doing that though. I want it to be natural. Like
You guys got to find a club. I'm telling you. Got to find one of these clubs where they at.
these gay clubs.
Not even a gay club. I'm sure they got
Club
clubs that are specifically to like
Club Puff.
polyamorous. Is that what the fucking big word is? There it is. Polyamorous.
Don't they?
That should sound
don't they
like
have a
Hey, Club
Facebook?
Pop, because he's still talking about POF.
Hey, don't they? My homie was just telling me the other day about some Facebook page called like polygamy something. He like nigga, it's
Was he
cracking
telling
in that
you to sign
motherfucker.
up?
I'm not
He was
trying to
just-
meet
Oh, he
nobody
in there?
online.
Oh yeah, he just be in there. I guess like just in there. I don't know what the fuck he in
He
there.
just
for.
be in there.
He be in there, but he be telling me shit. I be like nigga. He was like nigga, that nigga.
you sure do have a lot of information on this for
I
being
do.
the
Hey,
homie that just not
everything,
you,
bro.
but the homie that just be in there.
Right.
And then he was going, you ever have somebody tell you again and they forgot they tell you the first time? And he was like, nigga. He
That
like,
double
"Let me tell
downs
you."
on it. That-
he,
that-
was like, nigga, it's this Facebook group. I was like, polygamy. And he was like,
Ah,
nigga,
damn, I
was
told
like,
you already.
Yeah, like, nigga, like, oh, you know? Like, no, you told me, my nigga. Like, I ain't been in there. You told me.
He in
That's
there having
funny.
stupid threesomes. That's what's happening.
He trying to get something
Or
crazy.
it's like leading to he's getting to like the talking stage of a threesome, and then it all just falls down.
Nah, but why this dude kind of similar? Well, kind of not really. But why this dude get caught up in a conversation like that with my cousin? It was funny because my cousin told me one of his homies they were talking about him. They were telling him they're like, nigga, you don't get bitches. Like your bitches is ugly with you.
Damn.
Homie
still
was
getting
like,
bitches?
nah. He was like, that's not true. I get bitches with you.
I get
He
high
was
quality
like,
bitches.
He was like, look, I got this little shawty right now. It was me. It was me. I swear to God, my cousin was like, you know so and so, and I was like, who? And we were smoking. He was like, so and so. He showed me his Instagram. I pulled up his Instagram. I wasn't even following her. He was following me, but I wasn't even following him back.
That memory brought all that shit out of you.
And I was like, what the fuck? I was like, that's crazy. And he started laughing. He was like, I swear to God. And my cousin told me, he was like, I knew he didn't fuck with you though, like, cause my cousin knows, like, and this is my big cousin. Like, he don't play with whoever I'm fucking with. Like, he knows, you know what I mean, and he'll press the issue if he has to. So he was like, I just knew. He said that day he told that nigga, he said, nigga, swear to God that you talking to my cousin, I'm gonna beat your fucking ass.
I swear to God.
It was so funny. He's like, okay, bet.
That's the funniest shit when people
it was hilarious.
Try to name drop, and it's just how small the world. I've had that shit happen where the homegirl called me, and she wasn't even nobody else fucking with. She was just the homegirl. She's on the blue line. And she's like,
back to the train.
Nigga, she called me though. Back to the train. Nigga, she called me like, nigga, hey. She's like, you know this nigga named EJ? And I'm like, and I know him, but it's not that I don't fuck with him, like I don't like him, but he like kind of like a turned up, burnt out, everything's a party. Like he don't know when to like just chill, like bro, like you gotta like chill sometimes.
Turned up, burnt out.
So she's like, I'm on the train. She's like, I'm on the train, and this nigga been like trying to get at me and the homegirls for like the last 10 minutes, talking about I'm going to Long Beach, we about to hit the studio, we about to fuck with the homie Tony Grams, like literally, like she's like, he said like all the other homies' name, but he said my name, and she's like, oh, you know Tony? Oh, that's the homie, blah 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 blah. So she called me. And like and then I'm like, man, get this nigga the phone. And he like, Tony Grams, what's good? He like, I can already know he's like dancing on the train. Cause this is like, he's a nigga always he would do this little move. And I'm just like, he like, what's good, turn up, party. I'm like, nigga, don't be on the train. I had to go like trade in the wash. Don't be telling niggas you know me, cuz. Like, hey, nigga, don't be telling niggas I'm here. I ain't here, nigga. Don't be telling niggas I ain't here, nigga. Niggas the people from the census world. Like, but it was literally like, bro, like that's just, it's like, how are you just randomly telling people some other shit?
It's a lie.
Yeah, exactly. And then that's how, but that's now the age we can live in where a nigga can pick up a phone and be like, I'll call that nigga right now.
Confirm right now.
Exactly. And it's like, yeah, I do. Yeah, okay, he do know me, but I was even telling him like, they don't go nowhere with that nigga. That nigga a weirdo. Like she was like, we ain't fucking with this nigga. We can tell you a weirdo. I'm like, yeah, that nigga, he cool, but he like just. Like, go somewhere, nigga.
No, fuck that. He ain't cool. If you had to explain everything like that, he ain't cool.
Yeah, it's like he ain't like dangerous. I'll say that. He's just like he can become a liability because all you want to do is just
sit your ass down.
Yeah, like let me tell him. He walk up to like chicks at the club when we was like rapping and shit and we be doing shows. This nigga like everybody passing out CDs. This nigga, yo, come back to the studio. We gotta
passing out CDs.
This is when exactly when niggas still had CDs.
You did not.
He was this nigga.
Not just say
he was at the gas station passing out CDs.
Like the Time Traveler.
Hey yo, my man, you like hip hop music?
Hey, I put my soul on this. Like
that's crazy.
But niggas was still listening.
It wasn't like too long because I remember I had.
This was like 20.
So it wasn't too long, but
2012.
Like, you were actually an adult passing them out.
2012, 2011.
Like
we was doing promo
on the CD.
We was doing promo.
Like them niggas at Venice Beach. Like,
no, I had lost
for donation.
My
for donation.
No, for I was taking
motherfuckers.
This is free music. We got shit on websites.
Jamaicans over there, boy.
For donation.
Let me sign it. Let me sign it. Like, man, don't get the fuck away from me.
That shit is hilarious. But that niggas was really like doing that shit, and we would just see like.
So somebody right now, somewhere in the ethos, got Tony Graham.
A bunch of
CDs, I was in like in the house, maybe somewhere. Like
I was in a tattoo shop getting like the buildings in the back done, and the homie was doing this shit. And we were talking, and he was talking about the old mixtape I did. I did a verse on the Youngbloods on Damn, and I just did a verse on that shit, and that was it. And the nigga was like, nigga, that was blah blah blah. He was talking about the shit, and the nigga in the tattoo shop was like waiting. He's reading the magazine. He get up like, yo, I don't mean to be in y'all conversation. He was like, hey, y'all said something about a mixtape. He was like, that was you on the Youngblood song, and I was like, yeah. He was like, nigga, that shit was hard. It's just randomly a nigga in the tattoo shop. So it was. I would hear my shit sometimes, niggas. I'd be like, outside.
I'm hood famous. How'd you walk out of that tattoo shop when you walked out?
I mean, even before that, I would hear niggas go down Washington playing. I'd see cars I didn't even give a CD to playing my shit go down Washington.
A CD near you.
Like going up La Brea or something. I'd be like, damn, nigga, that shit crazy. So that shit's like, on a CD near you used to. At Amoeba.
You over here doing CD signings at Amoeba.
Catch me on LimeWire.
That's crazy. Flip it over.
CD
and
baby.
And it's the remix.
He said,
You had like the whole like jewel casing.
Yeah,
don't play me. I had my shit pressed.
With the fold out book inside with the images on it.
Yep.
You know, all
We
the
took
track
real
lists and
pictures.
shit.
Took real pictures, all that shit. That shit was
I remember
like...
the bootleg guy. He had all the bootleg CDs.
I miss the bootleg guys sometimes.
Niggas always had
Right?
Brothers
I
Grimm
swear
and
to
Lilo and
God.
Stitch.
It was just easy to fucking.
They
I
just
mean, now
always had
bootlegs
that.
on. I guess it's on the computer.
The
and the
homie Pops
TVs
used
now,
to be
but
that bootleg man. He used to sell at the Imperial Station. He used to be out there selling out the trunk. I remember that.
I wonder how much
Then
money they
Redbox.
actually made doing that shit.
Redbox came,
Right?
it was over.
Because for you to do that shit every night and consistently, and I've seen the same motherfuckers doing it for years.
It's like 3
are you
CDs for $10.
legitimately paying rent with this shit? Like, is this shit working?
you
gotta have, like, another hustle,
CDs
though,
are
too.
not expensive, and they're selling. Man, I remember my dude would do like three movies for $10 type shit.
Yeah,
Especially when they got to the paper casing. When they was like, I'm gonna just put it in this
In
paper,
paper
sleeve
and
for
just-
you,
yeah.
and I'm gonna write on it with a Sharpie.
Yeah, niggas didn't even care no more, and it was like people didn't care because they just want to watch the movie. Like fuck
Right.
it,
That's
like,
true.
I
Because
don't
they
want a
did
whole
used to have
cover.
the whole actual plastic thing that
Yeah.
hold it, like the
But I
whole
miss-
printout, make it look almost real.
They'd have a cover that they
I
ain't even the
remember
real
that.
cover, but it's
Yeah.
like a scene from the movie.
Right.
You be like, damn, how
You got it
get
from
that
the
shot?
Mexican. The words are spelled wrong.
I miss the classic bootlegs though, like
The tapes.
the tapes where they had like the music videos at the end and shit. Like it would have like some shit at the beginning, or it would just go straight into like you missed maybe the first minute of the movie.
Yeah,
I like the
And then it's
random.
it'd be
camera.
explosions. And
I
shit.
like. I got one time. It was a random bum fight at the end on the tape. That shit was
I was
hard.
about to say,
That's weird as fuck.
That shit was hard.
or you'll see the
That's
people,
random
the
as
people
fuck.
walking, standing up.
What's the weirdest shit you ever
Going
seen
to
on
get
the bootleg?
snacks. I seen a nigga
Like,
singing.
why is this in my movie? Like,
A nigga kept singing the
I
song when the song ended. Like
Yeah,
it
he threw
was
an
held
acapella.
up. It was held up with Jamie
Jamie
Foxx
Foxx and Gary Owen.
and it's a scene where they in the store and he starts singing like was it Reasons, like Earth, Wind and Fire, and yeah, and they singing it and the scene ends and it kind of goes to showing the sun going down. They still in the store. Shit comes back and the scene ends, the singing stops. This nigga keeps going. Hey, I'm like he's really like he got
In
into
the
the
tape.
song and he's in the theater like and then he just stopped. Like he caught himself like oh shit I'm recording nigga. Like I think that was the weirdest shit. Like I seen a little
Remember
kid get
seeing
smacked.
people- right, I about to say, I
What?
just remember seeing people stand up.
Yeah, I seen a little kid get smacked because he wasn't like they stood up to walk to go get the snacks. And then came back, and he was like kind of doing something by his seat, and I just saw the silhouette like hit him and grab him, and then he like, they just went back to their seat.
Sometimes what that was a rape that you witnessed. Like
Oh
you
my
witnessed
God.
somebody get
That's
snatched
You just
away.
witnessed
Like,
you just witnessed a
kidnapping
kidnapping and shit. Somebody was trying to get away and signal somebody.
You ever think about shit like that? Ever like not the kidnapping or nothing, but like those people would be like, I wonder what they doing right now. Do you know you are in multiple fucking movies like bootleg? Like
Everybody saw you get wrangled up, get tossed to your little seat. So what else? I was you see the shit with Ari Spears and Lizzo?
yeah, I saw
Yeah.
that. I saw that.
Mike
I'm like,
Epps.
yeah.
And did you see it?
he should be allowed to talk his shit.
I mean, he a comedian. He ain't being like maliciously like that fat bitch. You know what I mean?
You talking about the Spears guy?
Yeah, Ari Spears.
Okay, see, this is my thing. Okay, he's a comedian or whatever, but he wasn't trying to be funny. He was like trying to be legit. And the part that irritated me the most is that, sir, you're nothing but a fucking 2 on the spectrum. So how the fuck are you talking about anybody?
Damn.
But see how you just gave your opinion?
Yeah, that's fine.
He gave his
and that's
opinion.
fine, and that's fine. But let's get a majority fucking count on what number this nigga is on the spectrum. And I'm pretty sure I can speak for most women. He ain't get barely anything over a 5, bro. But you're gonna sit here and talk about
Man,
Lizzo.
you boosted him to a 5.
And I didn't boost him.
You think you could talk that shit because you a 10
I was
nigga?
actually, I was actually giving the benefit of the doubt to other women who have different tastes than I do. But for sure, the fuck, like that's my thing. Like, okay, have your opinions about people, but at least check your motherfucking self too. Like this nigga talking about, I'm handsome. I'm a handsome looking man. You're lying to yourself,
I didn't
bro.
see
Yeah, my
that
nigga
part.
look like a raccoon.
I didn't want
You're
to say
lying
it.
to yourself.
I didn't want to say it.
And then you're out of shape as well. How are you out of shape talking about someone out of shape? Nigga, mind your business. Go eat your fucking burger somewhere else by yourself.
Yo, burgers.
It's impossible.
Like you
Impossible
didn't just
burger.
like you didn't just get off
Is
the
he
fucking
sponsored
air
by
and
the
start
niggas
eating
or
your
something?
fucking burger. Like that's where like have your opinion, but make sure, I don't know, come correct. You feel me? Like, how you shouldn't be talking about people.
So if he would have started it off with, all right, look, I'm ugly as fuck, but Lizzo, and then started going in, would you have been okay with that?
That would have been a little bit more acceptable because at least you know that you're ugly. But nigga really sat there talking about, I'm handsome. I'm a handsome man. I get bitches.
I didn't see that.
What?
He get bitches because he's...
I'm sure he gets bitches.
Yes, that's what he says. I'm sure he does because his
successful.
money.
Yeah.
If he got it, I don't even know who that
That's
person
the 5.
was.
Hey, that's the 5. That's the boost from the 2 to the 5.
Yeah,
With a 2 and a 5, he a 7.
Exactly. Exactly.
End of the podcast, even 9.
Like, that's the only part that pissed me off. Like, you really sitting here like you just a 10 and you could just talk so bad about this woman.
And was he really talking like? Was he talking bad?
Yes.
Like, what was?
He was like, y'all. He was like, y'all need to. He say something about her friends. Y'all as women try to be like, yes, bitch, love yourself, and be like, no. Like, what about the diabetes? What about the high cholesterol? Nigga, you're worried about Lizzo. What about your diabetes? What about your high cholesterol? What? He could have had this conversation better and could have been like, we need everybody on our side. As big people, y'all need to stop lying to us. Speak as a whole, because nigga, you're part of the team.
Everybody got diabetes.
Exactly. No, it's not. Or if you feel that way about it your way too. You feel me? What about your fucking friends?
You mad the way he worded it.
Yes, his approach about it. You can have your opinion.
And
that's
like
fine.
you guarantee he didn't holler at a chick.
But
her
your
size,
opinion,
or that look
you're
like
saying
Lizzo.
this like you don't fit the same category that you're talking about.
You also have to take.
He probably got a
though.
secret fetish and he's trying to cover it up.
Probably
by saying,
that's
trying
what.
to cover that shit
No,
up.
what
If
people
you listen to Ari
project.
Spears,
People
he ain't covering that
project.
up.
People project.
Ari
If you can
Spears
just sit there
is
and talk
known
bad
for
about
doing
people,
this.
you're projecting how you feel about yourself.
You got to understand, Ari Spears is known for doing.
He just
this
say what he say. Like
he had like his whole thing. He's a guest on other people's show just to do that very thing. Like they're waiting for that moment
Just
for
to
him
talk
to
shit
say
about
some
people?
shit. Yeah,
That's
just
crazy.
for
but
that
it's not
moment for
even
him to
like
say
it's.
something.
I feel like I understand
So
it is
it's
shit.
expected.
But it's like he just be saying it. It's just how when he go on Vlad, it's the same shit happen when he go on Vlad, and he talking
don't
about
matter
certain
where he
shit.
is. I don't care where he is.
And he'll be talking about some other shit. He'll talk about white people, and then it'll be like a backlash on him for like 2 months, and he'll be on his page like I don't give a fuck, motherfucker. And he'll just go in for 2 months about facts of shit that's done between. It's almost like that is it's just what he does, but not in an asshole way. It's like. I don't even know how to put it. Like, it is an asshole, but like if you just gonna talk shit, like for no, and you like you said, you ain't got a leg to really stand on.
That's the part.
Yeah, so
right there.
I know what you mean with that. So
talk shit about white people. That's fine because you're not white. You feel me? Talk shit about white people because you're not white. But you're not white, so you're not excluding yourself. But right now you're talking about fat people and you're trying to exclude yourself from the fat team like you're not fat.
I would have accepted it if he would have said something about a fat white woman.
If he would have said us, if he would have said y'all need to stop sugarcoating to us and tell us we need to fix it because of our high cholesterol and diabetes. Exactly. He tried to act like he was Mr. Shit.
Hey, I bet he does have diabetes though.
Huh?
Depending on his age and weight, I'm sure he has diabetes.
I'm sure. He was what? And that's what also made me upset. Like I could even like that's so rude. I'm not even gonna say I could even understand it. But if someone like you know what I'm saying? Like someone like Dave East, someone with someone beautifully, you know, or what is this nigga named? Terrell Owens, is that football player?
You gotta be a real handsome motherfucker.
That's what I'm saying.
If he was talking
not
shit about
to say
Lizzo,
that she's fat, but to talk
what
about,
if he said the exact same shit,
how important cholesterol and diabetes is.
What if he said the exact same shit the exact same
to
way?
be taken seriously.
There you go.
What if he said the exact same shit though the exact same way?
That's the part.
If it was
that's
Terrell
the way he
Owens or
talked,
Lizzo.
though.
No, if Terrell Owens or Dave East or whoever said it the exact same way Ari Spears said, would it be taken more seriously, or would people be like, well, like he handsome, so you know, like,
It's not
and if he said
necessarily
the
about
same
him
shit,
being handsome,
if he said
but-
the same shit, like I mean, I'm handsome. I know I get bitches. If he said the exact same shit Ari Spears said, but it was just a dude you consider attractive saying it in the same tone, no meaner, no nicer, but saying that same shit, would it be like
Yes, it is
easier?
different because he's not part of the big people category. This person Spears is part of the big people category
he all built
and
wrong.
spoke about it as if he was a 10 and she was a 2.
So all he needed to do was say us.
Basically, and it would be a little bit. It wouldn't have been taken as hard because at this point you're not coming for Lizzo. You're coming for all of us that are fucking borderline diabetes and high cholesterol.
So it would have been okay for the handsome man to fat shame the fat woman.
It wouldn't have been okay, but it would have been more understandable, like you said, more taken seriously. Where like, oh, okay, she should probably
in the same joking manner, because he was saying that shit, fucking talking shit the way he talked.
There was some parts where he was talking shit, and there was some parts where he tried to get for real, and he was like, no, but for real, y'all want to talk about woman empowerment, and y'all need to empower her and start educating her about her about diabetes and high cholesterol. Like, he got serious about it. That's my thing.
I think he was still trying to crack a joke.
Mm-hmm.
But
I think he was still trying to crack a joke.
I mean, I just know his. I know his humor.
Constantly
Yeah.
looking for a joke.
Like when he got beat up on the show by Zoe Williams, he got beat up on the podcast before. He was sitting there. He drunk. They all been drinking, and he's like, he's talking shit to the dude, like the dude to the co-host, and the co-host, he's like, yeah, nigga, like, I mean, you gonna keep talking that shit, and he like, nigga, you ain't gonna do shit. You a light skinned nigga.
And
You know, like, he
fired
like,
on him.
and he like, okay, he like, yeah, nigga, you light skinned. Shut your ass. Like he just keep disrespecting him for a minute, and the dude kind of get up like he leaving, and then he like, yeah, get your light skin, get your sensitive ass. Like, dude just start firing on this nigga.
That shit was funny.
That nigga like Aries was like curled up on the desk. The dude was just socking him up like on a big ass major podcast, and dude got kicked off the podcast. The podcast is still on, the Corey Holcomb, the 5150 shit, but he's gone. Like, the dude is gone, but that was another big moment in his, like, he always has these, and that was just against another black dude. So it's not like it's just him. But even he was like, when they asked him about it, he said, I felt like we was joking. And if you really watch it, it don't seem like he's joking, but it do when you kind of watch it. So he was like, I thought we was just talking shit to each other. We drunk, we crazy. And I'm like, oh, you like shut your light skin ass up, nigga. You ain't gonna do nothing. And
that's shit extra.
And the nigga just
you can't like, no, fuck, I will not stand for that.
Because niggas don't understand there's a difference between a light skinned nigga and a nigga that's light. Like, I've always had to kind of. Those are the times.
I ain't never like.
Honestly, I've had to demonstrate through my whole life.
Everybody ain't the same.
I've always had to kind of demonstrate on that, and like there's a big difference between a light skinned nigga and a nigga that's light. Like, so when you kind of learn that understanding, and that he had to learn it he learned it the hard way on the choreography show. That nigga was like on that nigga though.
He learned it the hard way.
Exactly. So, but that's the point of I'm saying that to say that's him. And how he just comes at everything as maybe his way of comedy, his personality, who he is. But he's always kind of like that. It's like, damn, nigga, is you serious? You being kind of abrasive and kind of like rude. But you kind of like, in his mind, it's like if Rodney Dangerfield, that's all Don Rickles would do to people. Don Rickles would come in here and be like, look at you.
He just shit on you.
He would just shit. All four of us would be like, nigga. But we'd be laughing at all while he's doing it to the other three. You gonna be laughing.
Yeah.
How many people did you just say right now? You said Rodney Dangerfield, and then it went into
Don Rickles. Because Rodney Dangerfield did it, but he did it about himself.
Don Rickles,
also like known as Rodney Dangerfield. That was his whole joke. I get
both of these motherfuckers at the same time.
But if you think Rodney Dangerfield, that was his joke. I get no respect. And he'd be like, "Oh, I get no respect. I go to the doctor," and then the whole joke.
I liked him.
Yeah, his whole jokes, his whole sets would be like,
the Ladybug.
I just get played in every life. And it was funny, but Don Rickles was the old mob nigga. That's in like as he'd been all the old mob movies.
He used to sit there and roast the shit out of mob people.
Like
they would like let that shit go down.
When he walked up in Dirty Work, when he walked up to Norm Macdonald and Artie Lang, and he just walks to Artie Lang, look at you. Look at you, Tubby. And he just like looks at his stomach. He goes, "What if I punch you in the stomach? Will you giggle?" And then his friend starts laughing. Exactly. So his friend starts laughing while he's roasting the nigga. And the nigga goes, "What are you laughing at?" He goes, "Oh, I was laughing at you calling him fat." He goes, "Why don't you get a horse and move to the mountains and not bother anybody anymore?" He would just say weird shit that was funny, but like you could take it disrespectful, but it's like he just being rude as fuck, but he's being funny as fuck. So I feel like Ari Spears is in that lane, but niggas don't take it as you being funny. They take it as, nigga, you on some fuck shit.
Because then he needs to work on his approach, because it's not funny.
Yeah,
his
I feel
face
you.
doesn't look funny. It's
some
actually
jokes
not
just don't
appealing
land
to look at, so it's not funny at all.
Some jokes don't land. That's all I say. I think
that whole thing that he was trying to do didn't land. But like Lizzo said,
it's about damn time. That's what she said.
She's winning, bitch.
That's what she said. It's about. My only thing with Lizzo is the pro club, the assless pro club at the Laker game. That shit was
he
weird.
had
That
some
shit was
kids
whack.
with his
It was
man.
kind of whack, and it was like, it ain't like, oh, fuck her and cancel her over the shit. But it was like,
At
come
a
on.
It was like,
basketball
She was
come
at the
on,
Laker
dog.
game,
Yeah.
front row.
Come
It's
on,
like,
dog.
kids, you got a pro, and it wasn't even like it was some fashionable. It was like a pro club with just the ass cut out, and you got a thong on.
Yeah,
And it just was kind of like, come on, my nigga. Like,
Why you wearing that?
I can see you at a club, VIP in, a walkthrough, a after hours, a hookah lounge, anything. But
Anywhere.
it was just at a Laker game, front row. It's
Even
kinda,
at the nightclub part of the Laker
anything,
game,
like, you could be at a
just-
picnic like that, like at a function, niggas would be like, all right, she turned out, whatever. But I don't know, it just seemed that was the only thing I always thought. But everybody do be like kind of getting on her, like, I don't know, I don't have no opinion on it.
You just don't want to get got at
No,
like
I
Eric
mean,
Spears.
Nigga, I
Are
talk
we,
shit about everybody.
No, okay. We're just gonna.
Thank the Lord. With,
Anyways,
because that shit,
well, like I said, like Lizzo said, fuck
it's
him.
about damn time.
Because she winning and
That's
big
what she
girls
said.
winning.
Like
Shout
Lizzo
out
said.
to big girls. You know what I'm saying? Punch. Let us know. You got stuff going on. Got stuff going on soon. What's up?
Oh yeah, shit.
Where can we follow you?
You can follow me at I am DJ Punch, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, the whole Shabam Boo baby. I'm DJing Saturday at the Plant Plugs premiere to her podcast.
Shout out to the Plant
And
Plug.
then I'll be DJing on the 9th and the 10th in Venice Beach, so you can come fuck with me.
That's what's up.
Yes, Lord. Oh, follow the podcast at the FMAD Podcast, co-hosted by Coolazzcam and myself.
Woo.
Yeah.
And
It's
you
your
already-
boy. Oh, my bad. You do that. Yeah, I'm supposed to. We
That's
talked
cool.
about
Do you want to
this.
switch it around?
No,
we can
you
switch
go.
it
You
around.
go.
We did talk about
You
it.
go.
But we can switch it
You
around.
go. You go.
Well, y'all already know. Stay addicted by making sure you get your daily dose of China White. You can follow me on Instagram at the China White. You already know. September 4th, we getting wet in some
Ooh.
white. Shout out to Thick LA.
Thick
Come
LA.
see me. Your favorite bottle girl.
Pop it.
Yeah, everything's in my bio. Like always, the China White.
I thought your last event was the last event.
What?
You said your last event was the last event.
No, I said
And now you
maybe.
got a whole other one.
I said maybe.
See
I
how
wasn't
that
sure.
false advertising? You had all them people going out like, oh, I'm gonna go to China.
I ain't gonna
last
never see
event.
her again.
I ain't never gonna see her
wasn't
again.
sure.
And now you just hit him with the old doo-wop. That's fucked
Well,
up.
Coming
you know,
back
by
one more
popular
time.
demand, by popular
Grand
demand,
finale.
by popular demand,
Part
they want me to
two.
be back. They want me to be back, and we're gonna be in white. So you know, it's gonna be a party. You coming, Tony?
I'm gonna pull up. I'm gonna pull up.
The lies don't even.
I'm gonna pull up.
Where you gonna be at though, Tony?
Shit, tonight we at the Crow's Nest like every Wednesday. Make sure y'all tap in, pull up. It's a free show, dope ass comics from Hollywood, Burbank. You know, see them everywhere. Flappers, Laugh Factory, Comedy Store, mics all over LA, California. So that's tonight, 9 o'clock. You get there like 8:30. Get you a seat, some drinks, and enjoy some dope ass comics. With my boy Foolish D pulling up tonight. He gonna be there. We have who else? I got the homegirl Vanja. Got Remy Escobar. Yeah, this is gonna be going up. My nigga Belico Weezer. He's gonna probably
That sounds like a champagne.
Yeah, he was on here before.
Belico.
Belico Weezer. Yeah, he's like he gonna be on here, aka Kobe. But like yeah, got that cracking. And shit, more just shit coming up. Just check my page. These will be on my stories on my page. Anything. Click, look, watch them reels. You know, the reel we did, that shit going up. You know, the one with the Zoe Summer song.
Oh yeah.
I mean, like
I did my extra work. You know what I mean?
He was just he was in there. Yeah,
Give my few
getting my
seconds.
low views, like getting them.
Trying to get my SAG
The
card.
cameo.
Get the cameo.
Trying to get my
Shot
SAG.
by Coolazzcam at Innovative Culture Studios. There's like 33rd
Hey.
compounds. So
All of that.
Get it cracking. But that's it. That's about it.
Back to me. All right, I'm Coolazzcam, the coolest motherfucker on the planet. Today I talk shit and I laugh with the homies. And if y'all want to catch this episode and all the other episodes of Innovative Comedy, you make sure you tap in with our website, www.theinnovativeculture.com. Make sure you sign up for our email list and you get you stay connected with everything that we got. See,
You don't get
but
shit.
I know it's yeah.
Don't expect nothing.
Follow us on Instagram at innovative.culture. Subscribe to our YouTube at youtube.com/innovativeculture.
Innovative.
As far as shit that we got coming up, we got More podcast episodes coming. They dropping. We just did a collab with Compton Mania.
That shit was hard.
With the wrestling.
Shout out Compton Mania, 5
Watch
stacks.
out for some content from that coming. That's gonna be real dope. And then, damn, we said we was gonna do another stand-up show when we get to 100 episodes, huh?
I think we should do it at maybe 75 or something.
Ooh, he had fun.
Hey, we working on something dope for Tony Grams over here.
We gonna start. We got some shit coming. We gonna step it up with the innovative comedy. It's what to like. Because it sounds more people like want to fuck with it. And,
you ready now?
I'm ready. I was already ready. I had to shake off the. I had to shake off the little. I had to shake the monkey off the back. Yeah, that's it. Get that monkey off your back. Come see me after you get that monkey off your back.
We it then. We live.
Let's get it.
Innovative culture. We out of this motherfucker.
Peace. Innovative.